This work is, more run up on it.
Missouri line, 10-pound Missouri, that new stuff. It'll be closer out to the point rather than along this straight area?
Anywhere's right there. Yeah, we're going to stick an eel on there. We're a little late in this, well, not necessarily late in the season, but most of the striper bite's been at the night, but we're at the peak of the tide and there's a good chance we can find something here, so we're going to give her a shot. Make a cast there and we'll say, Bo, we're losing our tide here. It's starting to change up here close to the bridge. I want to get into the back bay where we can get a hold of some flounders and what have you before we lose our tide. It's okay, good to give it a try. We'll just take a ride.
Good.
Put this eel back in the box.
Absolutely gorgeous. How deep are we?
About 10 feet.
Okay.
Every bay somewhere's got to have some sort of natural drain. And then you get in the back of the bays and it's pretty much a steady, low tide, about 2 feet deep. And it's pretty similar all these bays around here. And actually there's a lot of fish back in them flats in the back of the bay that nobody bothers with. That's where the crabbers put their crab traps. That's where a lot of activity goes on. But it's these drains here where you have the high, more current and more bait running in and out that you usually find most fish and where most people are fishing. Unfortunately, most of these drains aren't marked, so then you have to take some time in the learning process to learn where they are and how to avoid the sandbars. And
hope you don't go down the drain.
Oh, there's a bite. Flounder bite. There's a flounder. First one of the day.
Okay.
You don't feel too big, but let's see what we got.
Gotta be 16 inches, right?
Yeah, we're up to 16 inches on the flounder this year. This one definitely is not going to make it. We'll try to take care of them and get them back in the water.
There you go, first fish. Hi folks, welcome to the show. My name is Bo Higbee. This is Dave Showell out of Absecon Bay Sportsman Center. We're out doing our summer fishing show here in Reeds Bay.
Yeah,
Reeds Bay behind Atlantic City and Brigantine.
We caught us up a little baby flounder to get things started. We'll see.
Top of the tide. Tide's going. Should be just about at the peak right about now, I guess, in this area.
Hopefully we'll have another half hour coming up, and hopefully there's some big ones in here going to bite for us.
That's what we want.
And
you're using shedder on that, right?
I'm using a piece of shedder crab with a.
You always use those plastics on the end. What's that plastic?
Well, that's a bass assassin, and that's a.
You always use the bass assassin a lot with the shedder. I always notice that.
Well, the bass assassin, especially for flounders, is a nice short, and it's got the paddle tail on it. Here, it's pretty solid.
I had a couple little nibbles. I guess you had the minnow on there, right?
Yeah, it's nice fish. I'm not sure what we're looking at. Ah, nice flounder, nice flounder. That's a keeper. Let's get a net out, Bo.
Yes, sir.
Down there.
Yes, sir. Finally.
Uh-oh, his head's out of the water again. I don't like flounder with his head out of the water.
Yes, sir. You think that'll make the new?
Oh, I think we're looking at a 16-incher there. We'll measure them for sure.
We gotta measure him for sure. Let me. Yeah, he looks like he's gonna make it. Gotta measure to make sure.
There he is. He had a crab and minnow sandwich with an orange tail.
Fishing with Dave Showell up here out of we're in behind Absecon. What's the area we're in here?
Well, this is all the way to the end of Broad Creek where it comes into Reed's Bay. Yeah, we're about a 17-inch fish.
There you go. That's good.
Nice, pretty dinner size.
Gotta be 16 this year, folks, for the new regulations here in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, it gets pretty confusing this year. Every place got a different regulations. Delaware's all the way up to 17 and a half inches.
Oh, they went that high. Wow.
And a lot of people fish the Delaware Bay, and the line for Delaware cuts pretty close to New Jersey some places, and evidently, they've been checking on boats floating around in the middle of the bay and catching them with legal New Jersey fish and giving them tickets for Delaware.
Yep.
Back there where our hunt hole. That one was aggressive. They all hit like that.
That'd be fun. That would be fun. Get some adrenaline pumping here.
Yeah, he hit. I wasn't even sure it was flounder because he hit and pulled right from the beginning. Oh, I stopped where the fish are. Gotta hit him in the head. Oh, it's a flounder. I think we're looking at the low side of 16 inches on this one. But
this can be good.
But we definitely got a good start here at this new stop. We just stopped up just past Meadow Cut on the inland waterway.
Yeah.
We're looking at, right past it, mile marker for channel marker 167. And well, a couple years ago he would have been all right, but today he can swim again.
It's funny, I pulled out some old shows and looked at them. When I started the show, it was like 14 inches with the flounder size, 14 and a half, something like that.
Hey, Bo, you got a hook up.
Finally. We're trying out the new rod I got from Dave. Another short. That doesn't feel like much. Nah. Not gonna make it. Go back and find Mama.
Drop it anyway. That's another thing. How to get a plate?
Yeah, stick some food in your face. You can't throw the way right.
Here we go, another bite. Another flounder. They're in here pretty thick. This one's at least pulling some. Maybe.
Let's see it.
He's close.
Oh,
He's going to be close, but I don't think he's going to make it. Oh, he got it down his throat too.
Okay.
How to hold the jig. Got him clean.
I must be on the wrong side of the boat.
Yeah, Bo's fishing the wrong side of the boat again.
That was short.
15 and a little bit. Keep the minnow in your mouth.
Yeah, really. All right.
Another flounder. See, we can't catch some big ones here. We may have to make adjustments to go to a little deeper, a little shallower. But we're finding. Whoa!
Oh, catch and
Early
release.
release, but he was definitely due to go back anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you know he's in the water and growing.
Lay and release. That's what they do with the underside today. Not much of one. He's just sitting there.
We're not.
Oh my gosh, we don't even want to put this. We just went over the nursery. See that? Pro cut bait does work, Dave. Shot dart, shot dart, minnow, and pro cut bait. We do want bigger fish. So far, it's been a little slow.
Come on.
Oh,
there
great.
we go, Bo. Another flounder on here. Yeah, I'm trying to catch one of your weak fish with a.
Yeah. Well, we just had another bite here.
With the shutter grab on here, and the flounder's eating it. He ain't a giant one, that's for sure. That's a good throwback.
Your neighbor just threw back here.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't have my hand on that rod. Yes. Hit that.
Well, bye-bye flounder. Still fooling with it. There must be a little one.
It'll be a full house out here, huh? Find a little spot that produces.
Well, that's.
Word gets around.
See, this is what people don't understand.
Running over top of it, over all.
No, these fish actually get caught up. Now you got. Yeah, they say. Oh, the fish leave the bay. Well, the fish, yeah, they leave the bay, but they leave the bay in coolers. Yeah, there's so many people, and everybody gets so exact anymore.
Yeah.
You know, between depth finders, the light tackle, and everything. You know, people, fishermen are pretty efficient. You find one little concentration of fish, they don't leave; they get caught. Got my tail pretty eaten up, and they took my minnow again. Try putting them on upside down. They'll probably notice the difference that it's upside down, but the right side of it got all chewed up. And the crab sandwich.
White strip out there and a pink. We've been fishing today with minnows and squid and crab and some plastics, but one of the things I'd like to show you right now is something I've always found interesting, the way Dave Showell fishes. Whenever we go out, he always brings along this little 6-pack cooler, and the minnows are in here. And most people that I fish with during the course of taping these shows, I've never seen them keep their minnows like this. Normally you use the traditional minnow bucket over the side of the boat. Dave doesn't use water. He uses this little insulated 6-pack cooler, puts ice in the bottom, a sheet of newspaper down, and puts the minnows on top there and gets the water, a little bit of water on the paper to keep it moist, and closes the lid. What happens is the minnows stay cool all day long. They last all day long. They stay fresh and lively. You never have to reach overboard to get the bait bucket. They're always right here because this is a inboard engine here. They always sit here right on the engine. Very convenient to get the minnows out, and every one of them is alive and fresh in there. And we've been fishing at least about 5 hours now, 4 or 5 hours today. The minnows are still fresh and live. I think it's a great way to have your minnows stored on your boat. So if you like this idea, check it out. that's our show, folks. Thanks for watching. This has been Fishing the East. My name's Bo Higbee. We've been fishing today with Dave Showell. We're out of here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Let's take off. See you next time. Yeah, we got out of there just in time. It's low tide.